Today is one of these days when I have no time to go to town. Fortunately, I have some snacks from yesterday. I did finish at 2:30 at night works, so not to have this every day on Saturday and Sunday. I need to take a day and do things here. Washed everything here, cleaned it up, sorted materials, pieces, metals, plastics and so on, which is useful, which is not useful, throughout and so on. The works must still wait because I have other urgent things to do right now. Here, just verify that everything is covered now from rain. I have to double check that I didn't put the metal pieces accidentally in the wrong way, so holes must be up. These are used pieces, this neighbor gave me. Yeah, all good. So if the holes are down, what are gonna seep in there. So this is all covered now. Here is a full box of sorted material which may be useful in some place. It's the entire box. That was a big work to do and urgent because the humidity was inside the cupboard there and I have to dry it now. Get everything out what I had there. You see how much here is still the glass showing up everywhere. Every day I pick them up, every single day. And this I have to just dig deep with a small rake, and anyway, same as I did here, which took me whole weekend. I told last time that it took, in one of the videos I counted, took something like 15 hours of work over 3 days, but actually it wasn't so much because some of the time went to carry the stuff away, which was further away here, and I counted into the work time also these travel times back and forth. So it will take maybe whole day, maybe 8 hours to clean all this, if it goes nicely. If there are some big, deep spots of glass, broken glass, which I've seen some places, then it may take longer. In any case, the question is, why am I filming it? And I think I don't need to film anymore so much, because this place is taken over by a law which is user capião is in Portuguese. Now I'm here over 2 years and I have all the documents with signatures from people who know I've been living, and I did it already in the first year, in just a few months I did get documents that I stay here, and I verified in several government institutions, including Catastro and other places. I counted like 7 or 8 of institutions where I went. Some of them said they have nothing to do with this, and some of them said there is no record of this place. And even military, I went even military, I said if they have any use of this land, and the answer is no. So I made the papers, and that's why I'm not worried about wasting, or not really wasting, but working here, spending my time, because I know that there is no owner of this place. This has been a place for 20 years, as my neighbors said, used by drug addicts and the land was left over after it was purchased by government from previous owner. It's been a house here. It was a house there. There you can see some walls left, but it was all demolished for a construction of a road here. So it's a public road, and this land was left over. So as there is no owners, maybe if it was owner, maybe, and abandoned by the law, I could have this place demand ownership after 20-25 years, depending on the case. But as it's government land, maybe I will never have ownership rights, but at least I'm safe here. Police knows me, I'm here, has visited me, have seen me many times here, and all the neighbors know my situation, so I'm safe. And even if in 25 years or 23 years by now, if I cannot get ownership of this land, then, because it's government land, I mean, if the government wants to take over, it can technically, but anyway, in that time, in over 20 years, I should be able to make my business work and earn money to a proper place to stay. But so far as I have no income, having my invalidity documents going on with medical examinations, etc., get same as I did in France, but French papers are not valid here in Portugal, so I have to do all this paperwork to get me recognized as partly I don't like to call me handicapped, but that's what it is, because of my car accidents with knee damaged and back damaged. So sometimes I'm just working on painkillers and simply walking on painkillers to be able to walk in town. So that's how I luckily found this place to at least able to live with the social assistance, a little bit of money. I couldn't be able to afford any place to live. So long story short, that's why I'm filming, because there are many nuances in the law. You have to be visible, you have to make improvements to a place which you take over, and there are very strict conditions. I cannot take anyone else to live here. It must be the sole occupier, and so on. I studied the law specifically for that. I mean, learned the law even in Portuguese to know exactly why and how I can occupy this place. And further on, I don't need to post so many videos, but so far in the beginning, early year, first year, I had to post that I'm improving this place. I'm not hiding, I'm publicly visible, and these are the conditions of taking over abandoned land to be legally allowed to live. That's it. And later it became a habit, kind of. I kept filming even though I don't need to do that anymore. I have all the papers I need for this place. And that's what I'm trying to achieve finally, that I'm gonna film something else. It's more important for my projects, maybe on cryptography, but I have to think about it. And here, only from time to time, make a record, video record of the improvements which I've done here. The main even not rule, but the principle is that you have to behave in an occupied land as a good owner. Take care of it, be visible, and so on, and that people know that you are living here. Otherwise, if you come only at night and hiding and don't do anything to improve a place, to keep it in good condition, then you can be thrown out anytime. That's law. Then you are just, how was the name? The people who take over the places which are not theirs. This is a different law. This is a squatter. Squattering is different. I am not squattering. I am occupying the place legally by the point of a law, and I keep record that I do take care of it. I mean, that's all I could now to tell you. Why am I filming so much here, which is not necessary even anymore? About all the money which I have spent here, it may be over 10,000 euros. But not only materials and tools and stuff, some of it went to the food as well, and food accumulates very fast. Someone calculated that if you spend like 27 euros, 28 euros a day, it makes 10,000 euros a year. So I didn't spend so much, but in 2 years, the days when I decided not to go to town to eat, like today for example, I had to have some food, and in that case I spent money to buy food instead of using free food from social places, and in the end that part of money, perhaps a couple of thousand in 2 years, maybe more, went just to be able to work, not to run whole day back and forth in a town, which I'm doing now more often because I don't have any more money to buy food here. Sometimes, rarely I do, but only when it's absolutely necessary. Otherwise, I'm trying to save up. I need to have power tools, which I don't have, to begin even building the sheds here, because if I do it all by hand, screwing by hand, sewing by hand, it will take 10 years just to build here. Counting that I don't have whole day to work on it, I'm only able to work a few hours a weekend, and that's why it's taking so much time. So power tools will help me out, and these cost money, which I don't have right now.